Hey y'all, it's me again, Valerie. Welcome back to my yarn room. Yay! Y'all like this pattern? I do. Now, the name of this pattern is Larksfoot. Yeah, one word. And it's so easy and so pretty. It's staggered. Y'all want to learn how to make this? Because I'm sure ready to teach it. Now, I'm going to let you know. Y'all know how I do it. I do not like a chain 3 as a turning chain, as a beginning of a new row, none of that. So, I do this with a chain 1 turning chain and a chain 1 at the beginning of a row. And they do not count as nothing, just turning and locking in your stitches. Okay, to do this pattern, it is in multiples of 4. No plus nothing, just multiples of 4. And you can do it as long as you want. And you can do as many rows as you want. And you can do as many colors as you want. If you want it to be a rainbow pattern, and then start the rainbow pattern again, and just keep on doing it like that, do it. If you want to do it in 4 different colors, do it. And you can use any size yarn. If you want to do this in a bulky 7, do it. Ain't nobody stopping you. If you don't want to change colors, you don't got to. Another good thing about this pattern is, if you have a hard time not being able to loosen up on your stitches, this is a good one to teach you how. Because you got to loosen up on your stitches. Hence the drop down stitches. If you don't loosen up on those, well, it ain't going to turn out right. Alright, y'all ready to get started? Do your chain in multiples of 4. And I'll meet you back when you got it done. Alright, I'm back. And I did my 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. However many you want, just multiples of 4. Okay, y'all know me, I like them bumps on the back. So, I'm going to go into the second bump from the back. And I'm going to work a double crochet. That's another thing about this stitch. Basically, the only thing you need to know how to do is slip knot, chain, and double crochet. Alright, so after I go into the second one from the hook and do a double crochet, I'm doing 2 more. Because this pattern is done up in 3s. So you got 3 there. So then you chain 1. Yarn over. You skip that one. And you go into the next one. And what do you know? You do 3 double crochets. The reason why I think the pattern's done in multiples of 4 is for them spaces in between. Chain 1. Skip 1. And double crochet. I like breaking them patterns down because that's what helps you understand the reason for doing things the way you do them. Alright, there's them 3. So, chain 1, skip 1, and double crochet in the next. And then in the next. And then in the next. Alright, now if my count's right, I should have 4 left. And I do. Chain 1, skip 1, and in the last 3, double crochet. Now, technically, this is a 4-row repeat. And the first 2 rows are basically your base rows, so they don't start the repeat. Row 3, 4, 5, and 6 are your repeats. Okay, so we're going to chain 1, turn, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to put 3 double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochets, chain 1, skip 1, 3 double crochet, all the way, however many you did. And when you get back here to this last double crochet, I'll meet you there. Alright, I'm back at that last double crochet where I said I'd meet you. And we're going to put a double crochet in that last one. Now we're going to chain, no, sorry about that. I'm changing color. So I'm not going to chain 1 there. Now, if you got a different way that you want to change color, by all means, do it your way. But this is how I do it. Because I don't like sewing in ends. So, I'm going to carry my yarn, because I'm only doing 2 colors. That way I don't got it but a couple of ends to sew in at the end of this. Now, this can be a scarf. It can be a rectangular shawl. Let's see. It could be a blanket. Heck, you could actually use this pattern to make a pullover shirt. Anyway. So, like I said, I don't like sewing in ends, so I'm not going to cut my yarn off. If you want to, that's up to you. Just wanted to let everybody know also. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd appreciate it if you do so. And hit that thumbs up. And share if you can. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this stitch. Or anything else that's on your mind. If you just want to say, hey, I'll reply to you. Okay. Now, this is the way I'm going to do my yarn. And then you take your blue tail and just pull it tight. Not too tight to break the yarn. I mean, it don't need all that. But just pull it down pretty tight. Okay. Then I'm going to take my white that I mixed in. And I'm going to chain. And then I'm going to turn. Now, this is where the repeat pattern starts. Okay? So, we're going to go right here in that first one. And we're going to work a double crochet. And then we're going to chain 1. Okay, because remember I said this pattern works in multiples of 3. So, this, the space, and this, that's our 3. So, we're going to skip over that one. So, we're going to chain 1 and skip it. We're going to yarn over and we're going to go right here. and put us a double crochet. Okay? Now, we're working over that chain 1 space. So this is where you loosen up on your yarn. We're going to yarn over. We're going to come way down here in that bottom big space. Go in it. Come back here and get our yarn and pull it up. Okay? Because you want it to be tall to be up here to the top. And then we're going to work a double crochet. Whoa! What do you know? Okay, now, this first double crochet right here, we're going to go in it, and we're going to put a regular double crochet. But just like right here, we're going to skip that middle one. So we're going to chain 1. And we're going to go over here to this next one. And we're going to put a double crochet. Here's where you loosen up on that yarn. Go down here in the bottom hole. Really loosen up on that yarn. Make it tall. And work a double crochet. And then you can see your stitches, okay? There's your 3. Excuse me. So go in that first one and put a double crochet. Yeah. And then chain 1. And we're going to continue. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. Let's hope that don't happen again. I apologize. I got COPD, and anyway, what I was saying was, we're going to work that pattern right there over each chain space. Okay? And I'll meet you back over here at this one to show you how to finish this row off. The next row is really simple. Okay. I finished that set of 3 right there. Now, the way to finish this side here off is this. You're going to chain 1. And you're going to go in that last double crochet and work a double crochet. Okay, then chain 1. And on this row, so simple, every double crochet, you're going to put a double crochet in it. Every chain 1 space, you're going to chain 1 and skip it. And go right on over to the next. So, that's all this row is. It's just regular double crochets, no drop downs. See, I did a double crochet, and then I chained 1, and I'm going to come right on over here to this double crochet and work a double crochet. And then I'm going to put 1 in that one, 1 in that one. I'm going to chain 1 and skip that, and then I'm going to work 3 right there. And I'm going to do that all the way to the end. And I'm going to put a double crochet right there in that last double crochet. After I chain 1 and skip that. And I'll meet you back there. Okay, just like I said, every double crochet, put a double crochet in it. Every chain 1 space, it doesn't look like it, but there's a chain 1 space right there. Every chain 1 space, you chain 1. And then in the last one, after you chain 1, you double crochet. Now, I'm going to change color again. But remember, I didn't cut my yarn. Right here's my blue. So, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to just bring that blue up, catch it with my hook, and bring it through. And I'm going to tighten that white down. What do you know? Well, my loop is twisted the way I pulled it through. There. And then when you put a border on, you ain't got to worry about that pulling the yarn up. I got a frog in my throat today for some reason. Yeah, y'all know, ribbit, ribbit. Anyway, when you put a border on, you ain't got to worry about that, because just work your border around that and it's all good. All right, now chain one and turn. And the only reason why this is a 4-row repeat is because this time, instead of putting your drop downs here, you're going to put your drop downs over here. That way they're catacornered of the ones you did before. That's it. So, right here, we'll put a double crochet in the first one. And instead of chaining one, we're in a chain one. So, loosen up on that yarn. And we're going to put a drop down double crochet right there. Now, I know it's probably a different name. I think it's actually called an elongated double crochet. But yeah. And then, right there, we're going to put a double crochet. And then, just like we did down here, in the chain threes, the middle ones, we're going to skip them. So we're going to chain one. And we're going to go over here to the last double and do a double. Okay, that double right there that we just did, that starts our pattern for our 3 right here. So now we're going to do another, I guess you would say, elongated double crochet. I like calling them drop down, because that's what you're doing, is you're dropping down. But I can be technical. And then another double. And that puts us in the middle again. So we got to skip that one. And go over here and work our 3 again. Really loosen up on that yarn on them elongated doubles. Oh, goodness, I cracked myself up. Alright, and see, we just did our 3 again. So now we got to skip that one. And anyway, that is all there is to this pattern. Just double crochets in different ways. And pull it up. The reason why you pull it up is because otherwise it won't be that pretty. And put another double, because that'll end our 3 right there. So then we chain 1, skip that middle double right there, and we're going to work another 3 pattern, because we got our last space here. I went through all of them. Well, I wasn't supposed to do that. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. It's that easy, y'all. Yeah, and if you put your elongated double too far over, just pull your yarn. It's okay. And you might have to turn that yarn to actually see your double there. Alright, and then you chain one and turn. And you do the same thing you did here on the white. You're going to put a double crochet on the top of every double crochet. And then in the chain space, you're going to chain one and skip it and go right over to the next double and put a double in them three. Chain one and skip that space. Put a double in those three. And that's all it is to this. That's it. And it's a beautiful pattern. And people will think that you done worked on it for months trying to get it right and all that. And, well, it goes by pretty daggone fast. Think about it. Going slow. I'm working on my, my 6th row. And it ain't even been 30 minutes. I know I didn't do a full pattern, but you could do this in no time. And this, like I said, this row, this is the back side. So, anytime you're on the back side, it's going to be straight double crochets. The front side is the only ones that you worry about them elongated doubles. Anyway, that's all it is to it. And then when you get back to the next side, if you want to change color, all you do is you'll do a double in the first one, chain one, skip that middle one, put a double in that next one, do your elongated double right here, and put a double in that first one, skip that middle one, put a double in that next one, elongated, and that's it. And then on the next row, I mean, you just keep going back and forth between this row, or these 2 rows, and these 2 rows. 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed it. And I've already said my shebang during the video. So, subscribe and do all that jazz. Love each and every single one of y'all to pieces. We'll meet you back here in the next one for another grand adventure. Right here in Val's Yarn Room. Bye, y'all.